All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today's video is going to be pretty disgusting. Here we have a health and lifestyle coach by the name of Victoria Everest on Instagram. Apparently, she's a self-proclaimed certified regenerative health coach, right? You know, she's helping people eat fruits and veggies and helping them to improve their lives. She's apparently one of those, vegan, health conscious, holistic, earthy girls, helping people reconnect with nature. So she's supposed to help people. She's supposed to be like a bastion of morality and all that is good and positive. But here she is online getting exposed for making false grape allegations against a guy who allegedly ghosted her. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I'm very cynical. This is why I kind of could never give my full trust to anybody, because you never know what ulterior motives they have. And even if they do enter a relationship with good intentions, anything you say or do that may slight them in any potential way could set off a cascade of bad shit happening to you, because now they're plotting against you, trying to take you down because you made them feel some type of way. And regardless of how anybody makes you feel, there's no way in hell that you should be out here making false grape allegations, because you're too much of an immature coward to have proper communication and dialogue. And if that person no longer wants to talk to you, then chop it up, take it to the chin, and move on. There's literally no point to be pinning false grape allegations against a guy because he no longer wants to associate himself with you for whatever reason. And in this case, he dodged a major bullet.
Hey guys, good afternoon.
Well, guys. Here we got another woman. I mean, you just gotta love the internet today. You just gotta love the internet, man, because we are able to sit here and expose a lot of these women who are trying to take advantage of men. And I'm even talking about your women that's on TikTok who destroy their families, offer the happiness, who sits up here and have all of these stories about their baby daddies and stuff. When you go on their TikTok, once again, you may look at the video and that's like the shock value. You get drawn into that and you're like, oh dang, I feel sorry for her. I feel bad for her. Oh my goodness. But then once you click on that page and you just start to scroll, you're like, okay, I see the type of person that you are. So I really don't even feel bad about the video that I just saw. Right now, when you're looking at this woman, I mean, you're a influencer, a fitness influencer, right? And your whole audience is a bunch of women. So of course you're going to try to throw a man up under the bus. You're going to try to get a man locked up, have his whole career destroyed, all because you feel some type of way. And people understand women do not get their get back through physicality. They get their get back through manipulation, right? And emotions, right? This is why a lot of women, instead of fighting you, they say things may not hurt you, right? They say they know how to hit deep, right? And that's when guys end up getting mad, they end up hitting the woman, and then the woman can easily just play victim throughout the whole thing. And that's what she tried to do until we got a video of her pretty much confessing and pretty much telling us why she is even lying in the first place. But going back to his point where he raises a great point where he is saying that, dude, even these so-called good women today, they are very hard to trust, man, because the second you make them upset, the second you do something that they don't like, they can easily flip the script, right? They can easily flip the script and go ahead and get you locked up. And this is where they start to begin the manipulation tactics. Once again, I dated a girl where we was driving back from college, right? I was driving her back from college, and we were dating, and she smacks my glasses off my face. Now, to some degree she was playing, but also at the same time, and she just had a habit of doing that, right? And I'm just like, man, look, come on, bro, like this is like you can't be doing that. Right. But now, mind you, she's been doing this well beforehand. I'm like, okay, man, look, now I don't put my hands on you. You don't need to be putting your hands on me, smacking me in my face. And then we're on the highway. I'm blind as a bat once you take my glasses off. So, I mean, we end up hitting the wall and we're in my car. Then what? Right. So when she did that, I ended up smacking her thigh. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? So she started to cry. Oh, my goodness. Pull out the phone, take a picture, because, I mean, once again, she a light-skinned girl. So I done left a little hand mark on her thigh. But I'm like, bro, like that's your fault. But I'm like, now look at you right now. Did I sit over here and take out a phone and start recording my face? No. Right. But you decided to take out your phone and start to record your handprint so you can sit here and have something to use against me. And that is the sick part about it, people. That's the sick part about it. That's what women do. They're manipulators. And once again, she is considered one of your good women. She is considered one of your saying. She is literally one of your women who will sit here and say, hey, well, listen, well, I understand you only like dating outside your race because you having issues with black women, but you need to pick better black women. But ma'am, you are the black woman that we want to stay away from. You are the black woman we are talking about. These are the same women who will sit here and say, no, that's not all women. You can't sit over here and try to put this all in the box with, I don't do that. But she is the same person that will do that. This is no different than the women who will put you on child support, even though, hey, y'all both decided to have a child together. Y'all were good at one point. Now all of a sudden she want to put you on child support. There's no different than the women who get upset the second you bring up the prenup and they say, well, obviously I'm not in it, man, I'm not in this for no money. I'm not in it for this. I'm not in it for that. But then once y'all divorce, what is the first thing they attack? The money. Ridiculous. But let's continue.
Welcome. Hey guys, this video is kind of a gross one. False allegations can truly ruin somebody's life, and those who make false allegations really should be put, I don't know, underneath the jail. But there's a special place in hell for people that make false allegations and then allow themselves to be videotaped admitting to them. Now this is Victoria Everest. She's a health influencer. She does total body cleanses. And yeah, she's pretty much a fucking grifter and scammer in the health and fitness world. She was just caught on tape talking about her recent allegation. I'll let the tape play.
Fair enough, but it's a fake rape charge. So what do you want from that though?
So what? The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. That's all.
And by the way, at this point in time, we don't know who this guy is at all. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it that way because I just don't feel like whoever this guy is, famous or not, needs any negative press attached to his name, considering he's an innocent man getting false rape allegations hurled at him for no reason, or at least no justifiable reason.
End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
But wow, that is her casually talking about ruining a man's life. Let's listen to the rest.
You've done for 5 years hurting men, you enjoy it, and you're gonna keep going. But the energy that you're putting into that, you could triple your income. You could be doing other things, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. Two, in all reality, you're killing yourself with a fake charge. Can I tell you where? So you're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake charge across. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it'll bounce back on you, and it'll be. Obviously, they will have medical.
I've done all this. There's evidence. I've given him my clothes. He banged me, babe. Like we had sex, yeah. And he's denying that he was even there.
How can you do that if you got arrested in your house?
No. So one was for an occasion where he left.
Yeah.
The other time he was there, but he claimed that we didn't have sex. But there was evidence to say that we had.
Yo, I just gotta say, this is scary as hell. And not only does she know that the system is kind of set up to the point to where just any type of allegation, especially in England, right? Because their laws are crazy over there, against a man that you can prove you had sex with via DNA or CCTV or text messages alluding to the fact. And that if you say that he forced himself upon me or I didn't want it, he coerced me, that his reputation is instantly going into the gutter, especially if you have a major platform like she does. I just gotta say, it's just evil and diabolical. I don't know who this guy is, but the fact that the words that are coming out of her mouth out of this exposed video footage that she clearly didn't know she was being recorded on, that she was so boldly and confidently saying to this man in what she thought was a private moment, it's just beyond scary. Now she claims that this guy lies for a living. I really don't know what that means. And she claims that this guy is actively destroying young girls' lives. Listen, we have no idea who this guy is. We have no proof of that. We all know that people will say anything to make themselves look better when emotions are high and they feel offended, slighted, or betrayed. And now she's saying he needs to have a taste of his own medicine. And my question is, how is pinning false rape allegations on someone, ruining their life, their reputation and career, giving them a taste of their own medicine, if that person receiving the face rape allegations have never made false rape allegations against someone else? I'm failing to comprehend the logic here.
Alright, cool. You can.
I don't care. I want to take him to the cleaners, babe.
Yeah, but
She says she wants to take him to the cleaners. Oh my God.
this is what I thought about. This is what I was filming. I thought about him.
Because you know I hate him because he's so much like me. Like, it annoys me.
But Victoria, listen to me carefully, yeah? Your skill is that you can detect a victim you want and rape them. That's what you do. You enjoy doing it. Rape charge doesn't mean you've got a victim involved.
No, it doesn't.
It just means
I've just got one over. That's all.
Yeah, but it means you got desperate that you weren't able to hurt him. You called a fake rapist. You know what I'm saying? So
That's still gonna hurt him. He hates that. And the thing is, he's gonna go out continuing to fuck up girls' lives, with an assault charge and a rape charge. He'll think twice about.
Wow, this is wow. So because she's failed to get to him, she failed to hurt him, right? And with her words potentially, right? And she probably can't hurt him physically. She can't get to him physically, right? Because he's protecting himself. So the only way she thought to actually get to this guy, to hurt him and destroy his life, was through the worst kind of allegation you can receive in society, other than that of touching kids, which is that of forcing yourself upon a woman who does not want it. Like, I swear to God, this should, as soon as we find out that someone makes a false allegation of any sort, they need to be like, that should be a federal charge. Your life should be destroyed. The same amount of, and this is cliche as fuck, but the same amount of years that person would have gotten for this false allegation is the same amount of years the false alligator should have gotten or should get. Like, this is just completely disgusting behavior to me. This is actually evil.
I mean, guys, listen, she says the guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. Ma'am, even if that is the case, let's just say he is lying. He's just probably manipulating. Once again, y'all women are the ones who say y'all have the intuition, right? Y'all women swear up and down that y'all smart. So you can definitely figure that out. You can definitely say, hold on, well, this is not something that I want to do. You're obviously not taking it serious. You're not taking it serious here. Right. But hey, once again, you know, you can't pick up cues. You don't know how to pick up red flags. Right. But you know how to destroy somebody's life. And you're trying to use that as a reason to destroy somebody's life. Oh, well, because she's quote unquote lying to all these women. Once again, when that's probably not even the case. He just don't want to deal with you. Right. But once again, when you have these type of women, they will say stuff like this so they can get other women to be like, oh, well, yeah, what you did, what you are doing, man, is wrong. However, the fact that he did cheat on you, the fact that he did do this, the fact that he did walk out on you, the fact that he did ghost you, you most definitely, you know, hey, and they will tell the man, hey, well, this is what happens, you know, when you do this. This is what happens when you do that. I don't agree with it. But that's just what happens when y'all lie. And it's like, man, like y'all want to be respected like adults, but want to be treated like children. It does not make any sense, people. It does not make any sense. And the womanhood and the sisterhood will sit here and back this up. They won't even say anything. And then they will get upset when nobody believes when they say something, when the actual victim say something. Because once again, the accusation club is saturated with false accusers, right? So we don't know what's real. I mean, you can't get mad at nobody but the feminists and the sisterhood and the womanhood, the same people who refuse to say something about this, because this story is no different than Brian Banks, right? An American football player, man, who, I mean, he was a star in his respective state coming out of high school, a high recruit, but a girl decided to lie on this man and got this man put up for 5 years or whatnot. And then she came back and she, so I think that's pretty much what they did. They had a hidden camera, right? And she confessed to it. She confessed to lying, right? But this man lost all of his life and nothing happened to the girl, right? I think she ended up had to pay back some money and like serve a year or something like that, right? But I mean, for the most part, really nothing happened, right? Really nothing happened. She needs to be serving the same time that he would have served if had he been truly convicted of that and had he did the crime.
Twice about what he does next time when he meets the next girl.
yeah, fair
He'll
enough.
think
But
twice
it's
about
a fake rape charge. So what do you want from that?
So what? The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine.
And you know, the funny thing is, after being exposed like this to potentially millions of people at this point, Victoria decided to slide into Goob's Instagram DMs saying, please, can you remove this? He said, remove what? Obviously, at this point, he knew exactly what she was talking about. He said, the video of me, John. He said, oh, yes, I'm sorry. I can take it down right now. He clearly did not. The video you have shared is highly sensitive and deeply personal. I was a victim of domestic abuse at the hands of a serial abuser. It was a big case with the police that spanned over 3 years. This man went as far as assaulting both me and my child. He says, oh wow, I must have listened to it wrong. That's totally reasonable. You're right. She then said, obviously he was being sarcastic, by the way, but she then said, honestly, John, the video was taken over 8 years ago, created without my consent and released this week, intended to defame me. I appreciate you remaining neutral on this matter. It's not the whole context. Then he responded back by saying, I'm just kidding, you retard. You were caught on camera talking about destroying a man's life with a fake grape allegation. LMAO, it's never coming down. Eat shit. Oh my god. This guy is oh man, this man is almost as ruthless as Abba and Preach, because you know how they make their videos exposing people. Like, bro, Abba, if you ever see this video, man, shout out to you, bro. The way you create content is just cutthroat and ruthless. Somebody said I was on board until he said retard. Well, I guess calling somebody throwing false grape allegations at another person a retard is where we cross the line. Literally somebody who should actually be in prison right now for even attempting this. Being called a retard is somehow morally reprehensible. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is even in the face of objective evil and heinous behavior. You will have some people still out here defending individuals like this, Victoria, because they feel some type of allegiance. In my opinion, calling her a retard is very light work. That is like a walk in the park in comparison to the things that she should actually be called.
Alright guys, this one's too funny. This is an update on Victoria Everest. This is a girl I covered just the other day. I covered her because she was caught on camera admitting that she made false rape allegations against a man that never raped her. She's on tape saying that she did it just to get back at him and to give him a taste of his own medicine because she doesn't like him.
You know, it's still just crazy to me how her whole objective and reasoning for pinning false grape allegations on this man was because she didn't like him anymore. He probably didn't want to continue a relationship with her. I just gotta say, there are better ways of airing out your frustration than doing some shit like that.
Now here's the funny part. That video was wildly popular and everybody kind of knows now. Now to make money, Victoria is like a resort coach. She does these destination resort health trips where people pay her tons of money to come hang out with her and eat food and whatever the fuck with her. And what I didn't realize was the day I dropped my video was day one of her new resorts. So from all the backlash, she was forced to make this post today. Like every human, I've made mistakes in my past. I am not proud of them and they do not define who I am today. Which sounds like she's admitting, hey, I fucked up. But let's continue. To those who have stood firm in truth and refused to feed the noise, I see you, I honor you, and thank you. Your trust and loyalty mean everything. Victoria, nobody's feeding any noise. They're telling the truth about you and holding you accountable because you tried to ruin somebody's life. And I would bet that the only reason you're releasing even this is because you're trying to be on your resort unbothered and your clients started asking about it. Your clients want to know what you think about it and what actually happened. And you can't even go the, oh, it was an AI video route because you already admitted in my inbox that was you on the tape. It's almost like being a social media influencer and being a huge shitty scumbag that tries to ruin a man's life for nothing gets your whole world fucked up.
Yeah, I just see no way for her platform to bounce back from this. I mean, any person, much less a man, still trying to be a client of hers, given her background. 8 years ago, regardless of the time frame, she was an adult back then for sure, so she should have known better. It's not like she was a little girl. Creating false allegations like this, yeah, no, that is just a major red flag. That is a major character defect of which still lingers on within you. Like, your morals. I fail to comprehend how someone like her, with over 700,000 followers on Instagram, like how she can't understand that could have destroyed his life, assuming it didn't, and that karma is a real thing. Maybe not in like the hippie spiritual way a lot of people think about it, but the actions of the past do have a domino effect that can lead to consequences in the future, in the present day now for her. And her karma has finally caught up to her. Mind you, according to famous birthdays, it says she's 37 years old. So 8 years ago, she would have been 29 years old. Looks like she's going to be turning 30 in about February. So she would have been basically 30 years old 8 years ago. A fully fledged grown-ass woman making allegations like this against a man who no longer wanted to associate himself with her, which she was fully within his right to do. And now she, after having been exposed, wants to act like the victim. Also, can't say I'm shocked that the comments are now off on a lot of her content. Like, it's over for her, man. It really is. Anyways, thoughts and opinions down below, and shout out to GoobU2 on Instagram. Also, be sure to follow the podcast on Spotify, Maury in the Morning. All links are in the description. If you have Apple Podcasts, links will be there too for you, for people who don't watch but listen. That said though, hope you guys all enjoyed, found this informative or entertaining, either or. And yeah, until next time, catch all of you in the next one.
To what she was saying earlier, I mean, this is what she quoted, guys. She says, I hate him because he is so much like me, meaning that you dislike him because he can play the game better than you can. he can be a better player than you can. Like, and this is why you just kind of have to ask, like, man, what were your real intentions in the first place? Like, what were your real intentions in the first place? Were you really trying to get with this guy? Were you really trying to be with him? Like, what were you trying to do? What was your motive behind this? And of course, as you can see in the comments, right, there's a whole live woman saying that, hey, well, listen, I was agreeing with the guy up until the point that he said that one word, and now all of a sudden, hey, well, we gonna have to disregard everything that you said. Imagine if a guy said that to an actual victim, and he's just saying, okay, well, because you said something, right? Because you said something that I don't like, I'm gonna just go ahead and just ignore your whole situation, and I'm just, discredit everything you have to say. And this is like, once again, like, what do you get? Like, where do you get with that? She is just essentially hiding how she really feels, and she just dislike what the guy has to say, right? And that's the issue. That's the issue with our community today, man. That's the issue with our community today. Women just want to overlook the bad things that other women do. So y'all guys, let me know down below what y'all guys think. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.